All right, this is the video where I explain the GWBASIC Parrot, and here's a simplified version, and here's the code, and let's go through this. You'll see a bunch of assembler code here that we store in an array, and also here as well. This one here is to switch to the 640 by 480 VGA mode. And this one here is to set the RGB values for the palette. And the palette we have down here, which we also uh, generate through one of my tools. I'll have a link to all the tools used here in the description. So what's so tricky about displaying a parrot image in GWBASIC? Well, it doesn't look all that complicated, but it's a little involving. First, the parrot. Where did that come from? Well, it came from Wikipedia, and the parrot is used in a number of examples to show how it looks in the various screen modes of different computer systems. And so that's what I picked, and using, again, a number of tools. One of them is this tool here, which I converted the image from ping to PCX, loaded into this tool, and saved the image in a format that's compatible with the put command, and also converted it to be save format so I could use the bload command to load it up. So a lot of work just to get here. And so let's go through each piece of the code, and I'll try to explain things. So in order to get into 640 by 480 mode, we have to flip it into screen 9, which is 640 by 350. This is important because the memory layout is similar to 640 by 350, with the exception that the height goes just a little further. So we end up having about 130 more pixels height-wise. But if we don't perform this poke here, we can't use them. So let me just comment this out just to show you what happens if we don't do that. Let's load up the program again with the commented part. Let's switch to screen 0 so it erases everything. And if we run now, we can see that we have the extra space, but it's not drawing past height 350 or 349. And that's what this poke statement does. Now, did I look this up? No, this is one of those things I had to brute force basically. And I have this bit of code here that does it if you want to see how it was done. It's not used in this program, but basically this will go through all the available memory in GWBASIC looking for specific values for the width and height of the screen, and it'll find them. And after performing this a number of times, I've concluded that it's a fixed address at these locations that we could just basically poke some values, and it'll extend the screen. So that's why you see the poke statement there. The image1.bsv is the parrot converted to bsave format. So we load that up into this array, and we display it using the put command. This here draws the box past the 350 y-axis, so it goes all the way up to the 479 y coordinate. And this is where we change the palette colors. If you notice, I have these out commands commented. Some of you may be wondering, why did I create a separate function? And it's because if we use the out commands, you see this normally done in screen 13. If we save that, reload it, let's go to screen 0 again and load. So if we do that again, we notice that the not all the palette colors change. So that's why I created my own function, which does a few, well, not a few, it does one more thing than what the out commands do to make it work. That might be a little too much to try to explain here, but it just does one more thing that the out commands are not doing, which makes the palette work. And so we put all that together, and that's how we displayed the Parrot basically, and also get ourselves 640 by 480 mode that all the built-in line and image drawing commands will also work. So it wouldn't be too difficult just to call this code in VGA mode, but if none of the graphic commands work, it wouldn't be much use. So that's why it was done this way. It allows you to use all the commands. So you might be able to use this code in your own programs. If not, it's okay. This is just hacking around with GWBASIC. So again, I will leave a link in the description where you can get all the tools and the image and whatever I've used here.